Today I'll be explaining the Hindu editorial Long Overdue. OBC reservation in All India quota medical seats puts an end to a discriminatory policy. So the new topic of OBC reservation it puts an end to the discriminatory policy in the All India medical seats. The reservation for students from backward classes in seats surrendered by the states to an All India quota or AIQ in medical colleges run by the state governments was long overdue. So the concept of the reservation for students uh, from uh, from backward class social status, the reservation for those types of students has been a long overdue. Means it has been pending for a long amount of time. The center's decision to extend its 27% reservation for other backward classes to all seats under the AIQ is a belated but welcome development, as other backward classes OBC candidates have been denied their due for years. So, uh, so the center actually provided the reservation for a few backward classes, but not for all of them. So the OBC students are asking for the reservation, and the center has actually made a decision, and it has told everyone that it will extend its OBC reservation to 27%. But that doesn't happen. That has not happened for years. So yes, it has been a long overdue. And in concord with its keenness to balance OBC interests with those of the socially advanced sections, the Union government has also decided to provide 10% of the AIQ seats to those from the economically weaker sections. So, if the government gives this 27% extension of the reservation to OBC students, all the students apart from the backward class students, they're going to ask that this is really unfair because you are kind of giving special status to them. So if we are not given any such kind of status, we might not be getting we might not be getting a better chance uh, like them. So what the government did that is that it it decided to provide 10% of the AQ seats to those from the economically weaker sections. No matter what, no matter if they're even back class or not, it doesn't matter. If they're from the economically weak section, um, they're going to get the seats, and this idea has been increased by 10%. This is almost entirely the outcome of a Madras High Court verdict and the efforts of the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam, which approached the court with a demand. So this reminder of the extension, or this reminder of the ODU, was mainly because of a verdict in the Madras High Court. And this idea was proposed to the court by the party Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam. The AIQ is a category created by the Supreme Court to free up some seats from the residential or the domicile requirements in some states for admissions to the medical colleges. So this AIQ category, it was actually created by the Supreme Court so that it could set aside some seats um, for the students from the residential or the domicile requirements. This was introduced in 1986. The AIQ comprised 15% of the undergraduate medical and dental seats and 50% of the postgraduate seats surrendered by the states for admission through a central pool. So, introduced in 1986. The AIQs were introduced in 1986, and since then it offered a compromise of 15% of the seats in the undergraduate medical seats, and more than 50% of the postgraduate seats. There was no reservation in the AIQ, and once in the past, the Supreme Court set aside a Madras High Court order directing that the centre to implement scheduled caste or scheduled tribes quota in the category. So there was also a situation when the Supreme Court asked the state government to include the AIQ to include scheduled castes and scheduled tribes in the AIQ. In 2007, the Supreme Court allowed 15% scheduled caste reservations and a 75% scheduled tribe quota under the AIQ. So The states performed as the Supreme Court asked them to, and 15% the reservation of seats, the reservation of 15% of seats was made for the scheduled caste type, were made for the scheduled caste students, and 7.5% for the scheduled tribe students. Meanwhile, based on a central law favoring backward class reservation in educational institutions, the union's 27% OBC quota was introduced in central educational institutions. So this is where the OBC quota comes in. So there was also a situation where a central law preferred to have BC, that is backward class category involved in the AIQ. So that's where the OBC comes up. The government promised OBC a 27% extension of the reservation of the OBC seats. There was no move to implement OBC reservation in the category, and since then the government had made no move to suggest us that they're working on providing an extension for the OBC, or to show that they're trying to create an OBC reservation. In the courts, the Medical Council of India argued against OBC reservation, but the union said it was not averse to the reservation, subject to an overall 50% limit. So the Medical Council of India actually had a problem with giving a reservation of 50% to the OBC students in the central medical institutions. But the union government, that is the central government, said that this decision won't be opposed at any cost. The omission of the OBC reservation in the AIQ seats was obviously discriminatory. So including the OBC reservations in the AIQ seats was obviously, it was a form of discrimination. There was OBC seats in medical institutions run by the center, as well as state specific quotas in those areas run by the states. It was incongruous that seats given by the states to help the center redistribute medical education opportunities across the country were kept out of the ambit of the affirmative action. So it was incongruous, means it was not balanced, or it was not fair that seats given by the states to help the center redistribute medical education opportunities across the country were kept out of the ambit of affirmative actions. So the states gave up the seats so that the center could have more OBC seats in the medical institutions. There was even a case to argue that as AIQ seats originally belonged to the states, the quota policy applicable to the respective states ought to be applied to them. So someone raised a point that as the AIQ points initially belonged to the states, even though now they belong to the center, as initially they belong to the states, the policy which the states applied when they had the AIQ seats should also be applied by the center. The Madras High Court in July 2020 held that there was no legal impediment to OBC reservation, but given that policy varied from state to state, it left it to the center to decide the modalities for quotas for this academic year. So, in July 2020, the Madras Court raised another point that even though the states had their own modifications with the AIQ category, the central government or the union government doesn't have to implement the same policies or the same changes even in their AIQ seats. It's their wish what they want to do. The center has now decided on the 27% OBC quota, but not before the High Court termed the delay. In doing so, contumacious. The center has now decided to give 27% extension for the reservation of the OBC quota, but the High Court did like it, and it termed it contumacious. Thank you.